What if the biggest threat to Liverpool right now isn't Arsenal, City, or Real Madrid, but a power struggle tearing the club apart from the inside? Tonight, we're diving into claims of a brewing civil war at Anfield, questions over leadership, criticism of lazy defending, transfer tensions, and why the clock may already be ticking on Arne Slot's future. What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late-night Liverpool news roundup. And honestly, this one feels heavier than most. Not because of a single bad result or one poor performance, but because of what's being whispered, reported, and now openly debated behind the scenes at Liverpool Football Club. Tonight, we're talking about what has been described as a potential civil war breaking out internally between Richard Hughes and Arne Slot, based on reporting from Anfield Watch, with Ben's article linked in the description to give full credit where it's due. We'll also get into why Liverpool's defending has been labeled lazy by former players, why criticism is now coming thick and fast from respected voices, the emergence of a highly rated young Senegalese center-back, and the growing uncertainty surrounding Federico Chiesa and other squad decisions. As always, though, this channel is nothing without you. I want your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get straight into it, because there's a lot to unpack. Earlier today, reports from Metro and several other outlets suggested that Arne Slot could be fired as early as this week. Now, I want to be very clear here. I personally don't have anything concrete that suggests it's imminent, like days away imminent. But at the same time, I also can't rule it out. Results matter, performances matter, and when both fall short for a sustained period at a club like Liverpool, pressure doesn't just build, it explodes. We discussed this at length on a really strong late-night agenda earlier, and if you got the time to sit back and give that a watch or listen, I'd highly recommend it. Because this isn't just about one manager or one tactical decision. It's about direction, identity, and whether Liverpool know who they are right now. Let's start with the transfer news. Paul Gorst of the Liverpool Echo reported that Liverpool are closing in on a deal for Mahamadou Talla Ndiaye, a 17-year-old center-back currently playing for Senegalese second-tier side Amidity FC. Ndiaye impressed massively for Senegal at the Under-17 World Cup last year, and all indications suggest this move is happening. On the surface, this looks like smart recruitment. Young, athletic, highly rated, and one for the future. But it also feeds into a bigger conversation about Liverpool's current approach, signing for tomorrow while struggling today. Because while future planning is important, Liverpool's present issues are staring everyone in the face, and nowhere is that more obvious than in defense. Former players have not held back this week. Jamie Carragher, speaking honestly as he usually does, criticized Liverpool's defending for being passive, what he described as armchair defending. He pointed to instances where defenders failed to shuffle across, failed to cover vacated areas, and simply didn't react quickly enough when danger emerged. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate were both mentioned, not unfairly singled out, but highlighted as examples in moments where leadership and anticipation were lacking. Then came Steve Nicol on ESPN, who was even brutaler. From a Liverpool point of view, he said, the basics of defending were completely absent. When the ball goes backwards, defenders step out. Instead, everyone just stood still. Schoolboy defending was his verdict. He was specifically referencing Harrison Reed's equalizer for Fulham. A phenomenal strike, yes, but one that never should have been allowed. No one closed him down. No one stepped out. Liverpool were set up to defend a long throw that never came, and when Fulham changed the picture, Liverpool didn't react. That's not bad luck. That's poor organization and worse decision-making. So if you've been feeling frustrated watching Liverpool concede soft goals, know this, it's not just fans saying it anymore. Former defenders, club legends, and analysts are all pointing to the same problems, and that should worry everyone connected to the club. Then there's the bigger picture. Gary Neville weighed in on whether Liverpool will qualify for next season's Champions League, and his assessment was telling. He said Liverpool looked like they'll finish in the Champions League places, partly because they're good enough, but also partly because there aren't enough strong teams around them to push them out. That's a sobering thought. Liverpool shouldn't be hoping other teams fail. Liverpool should be imposing themselves, dictating games, and making top four a formality. The fact that Champions League qualification even feels like a conversation tells you exactly where the club is right now. And that brings us to the most explosive part of tonight's discussion. According to Anfield Watch, Arne Slot ignited a serious internal conflict during the summer over Liverpool's transfer policy, clashing directly with Richard Hughes and the recruitment team. The article suggests that Arne Slot's job is far from secure, despite a 9-game unbeaten run that on paper looks respectable. But context matters. Draws against Fulham, Manchester United twice, and Sunderland have been deeply disappointing. Even the wins Liverpool have scraped through have often been narrow, labored, and reliant on moments rather than patterns. Performances, more often than not, have been flat. The criticism is that Slot doesn't appear to have a clearly defined attacking system. While he may have steadied the ship defensively in certain respects, it's come at the cost of Liverpool's attacking identity. Right now, the football is being described as basic, uninspiring, and lacking the intensity and imagination fans expect. More damningly, the article claims that this approach doesn't have the backing of supporters or even people inside the club. And that's where things get really uncomfortable. Liverpool's hierarchy reportedly have a very specific vision, not just for how the team plays, but how the club is run by its head coach. During the summer, Hughes and his recruitment staff were keen for young players like Rio Nagumoa and Trey Nyoni to be given genuine first-team opportunities after impressive preseason performances. Nagumoa, in particular, has made 5 goal contributions in 5 games when given opportunities. He caught the eye previously under Klopp as well, just like Stefan Bajcetic, Jarell Quansah, and others who earned chances after strong preseasons. Klopp rewarded form. He trusted youth, and that trust paid dividends. Arne Slot, however, reportedly did not share that mindset. Instead, he wanted Nagumoa loaned out after the sale of Luis Diaz and pushed for Liverpool to pursue moves for players like Bradley Barcola or Malik Fofana instead. Now, let me be clear here. I'm not going to read the entire article here. You should go and support Anfield Watch and Ben's work directly. But the overall picture is clear. Things are not happy at Liverpool Football Club. Not publicly, not privately, not internally. So the big question becomes, who's right? Personally, I never expected Rio Nagumoa to play every game this season. That was never realistic. But I did expect him to play maybe 30 to 40% of matches, rotating, learning, developing, and pushing players like Cody Gakpo. The message from the club was clear when Luis Diaz left. They didn't want to block Nagumoa's pathway. That was the line fed to the media. But it feels like that's exactly what's happening now. Slot has chosen not to play Federico Chiesa. He's chosen not to play Nagumoa. He's chosen not to trust rotation. And then, in the same breath, he bemoans injuries, fatigue, and lack of competition. You can't have it both ways. In my opinion, he hasn't developed a single young player since arriving. That's not just concerning, it's alarming for a club built on smart squad evolution. Do I know if he gets fired this week? No. This month? I don't know. But I do believe with real conviction that he will not be Liverpool's manager by the summer. When we ask people on the channel whether he should be fired, the numbers are consistently in the high 80% range, and that tells its own story. Nobody is happy. Even if you're someone who believes last season's league title win buys time, and that's a valid argument, you still have to confront the reality of this calendar year. Liverpool have suffered more losses under Arne Slot in a single calendar year than any manager in the club's 133-year history. Let that sink in. That's not transition pain, that's regression. Add to that the failure to sign Mark Guehi in the summer, and now reports that Manchester City are making moves for him in January, with Bayern Munich in the mix as well. It paints an even bleaker picture. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed initial approaches. Sami Makbel of the BBC has confirmed Liverpool's interest since August, but interest without action gets you nowhere. Then there's Federico Chiesa. James Pearce says Liverpool have had no contact from Juventus. Fine, but Romano has spoken, Italian outlets have spoken, Gianluca Di Marzio has spoken. Juventus are interested. Liverpool might not want to loan him. That's fair. Demand a sale if needed, but something has to give, because right now, Slot isn't using him anyway. If Chiesa leaves, on loan or permanently, Liverpool will need a replacement. That's unavoidable. Alternatively, a new coach, or even an interim one, could give Chiesa a new lease of life and